Alright, check this out. You guys are back on the Hater World and I'm Blue Devil. What we have going on today is a video of no jumper clips. We got Brick Baby, we got Uncle Lush, and we got Poetic Flacco. Now, in this video, I guess I was mentioned, so everybody sent me the clip. I'm not sure if it's the same one I saw yesterday, but this is the clip of Lefty Gunplay demanding 10,000 big ones to go back and get interviewed by Adam 22. Now look, yesterday we had a Rich Trapper from TNN News over on the 200 Boys podcast. So those that missed it, go to the 200 Boys playlist and look for Rich Trapper, Black and Brown. It was a dope podcast between us and them, coming together as one. It's normal to me, but to the people watching, I guess you can say it was something pretty big, Black and Brown, but I got homies that are, black, white, Mexican, so it's nothing new to me. But regardless, it was a dope podcast, so salute to the homie that came through. Regardless, it was fire. Other than that, we go live tonight, somewhere between 7:30 p.m. and 8 p.m. for the live music reactions. Now look, everybody is sending me DMs about Lefty this, Lefty that. Well, look, you're gonna have to catch it on the live. So if you want to know what I think, go to the live at between 7:30 and 8 p.m. on Hater World Uncensored. All right, Hater World Uncensored, and you're gonna find out what I think. Right. With that being said, let's go ahead and watch this video. The title reads, Lefty Gunplay says he wants 10 racks to come back to no jumper. Alright, that's a lot of money. For people that work regular jobs, that's a lot of money. But let's go. With no further ado, let's get you guys a Blue Devil reaction. Let's get it.
Well, Lefty Gunplay wants 10K to come back to do another no jumper interview. Is that like?
Okay, look. Before we start this, Adam 22 from No Jumper made a PSA a couple days ago, public service announcement, and he tagged me. He tagged me. He probably tagged LA Icon, and he probably tagged Lush because he mentioned all three of us. I reposted it, and then I reposted it on my story directly from Adam's. And then the media team also put up a post, talking about Adam wants Lefty back. And of course, everybody that comes behind us grabbed it and clipped it after. So just so you know.
Is Lefty Gunplay worth 10K for an interview?
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Is that Lefty Gunplay does so many interviews that he probably won't get 10K from anybody to get an interview because he got so much content out there. And like the max is gonna hit is like 100.
The thing
now,
is,
he was like a million type nigga if he would only popped out a little bit, but now he's like 100, 200 if it's a good.
Josh, how many views does it take to generate $10,000 approximately?
Let me answer this before the fool answers it. All right, 100,000. No, I'm way off. Like 250. I will say roughly around 250 because the RPM and the CPM changes. A lot of people won't know what that is, but that's YouTube talk. I say about 250 because you hit 1,000 with like $1,000 with like, I don't know, 50,000, 40,000 views. 40,000 views, you get like a rack. 50,000 maybe. So I would say like 500,000. 250 to 500,000.
Like 1.5.
Not hell, 2 million, right?
Nah.
Yeah, you're looking at close to 2 million.
So 2
like
million
1.5,
views.
I feel.
Nah. You're wrong, bro, because I've had videos. Well, you know what? It fluctuates, but I've had videos that have reached $5,000, $6,000, and they only in the hundreds of thousands of views. I got a video with like 150,000 views, and it made me like 6 racks. All right. and that video is like 150, 160,000. So I guess so, but it also depends on where your numbers are at when the video drops.
Yeah,
It depends on how interesting it is. Like how what's the viewer like the duration of the viewer for real.
Yeah, right. And for like an interview that's like LaBrick is right. So like it's an hour plus interview. Yeah, right. Like 1.5. You feel me?
I mean, I think that's just. So I take that essentially as Lefty's way of saying I'm not interested in doing the interview. You know what I mean? Like, because he knows that No Jumper don't even be cashing out for interviews like that.
But he asked for the interview though, right? So like on like Cam Capone's interview, and he said, "I'm pulling up to talk to Adam."
Right. Well,
Lefty is compa.
Nah,
He's
man.
saying shit that he just said. And
well, in that moment,
fuck that. I just said that shit, fool. Adam, I'm here right now. Let's talk about it today, fool.
he might he might.
If
like,
ever he want to pull up, he go pull up.
Look, I'll say this. I'll say this. So Adam made an Instagram. This all stemmed from a story that Adam did the previous day on the No Jumper show when it was me, you, Adam Raider, and Swifty Blue reunion. There's a lot of talk about.
To say your dad blast.
Oh yeah, and
That little reunion of Lush, Adam, Brick, Compa, and the other cat, man, was mad disrespectful. Those that haven't watched it, go watch it. Man, I'm not gonna spoil it. Just go watch it.
And thank you.
Hey.
Like we were all having this whole there's a lot of discussion around Lefty, right? For multiple reasons. And then so Adam made an Instagram story saying like, "What's up, Lefty? Would love to have you back. He could either be me and HaterWorld, shout out to HaterWorld, Blue Devil, you feel me?
Yeah.
He said me and Icon, shout out to Icon. I don't know if Lush is Rasa.
Bless Blue Devil's platform later on.
Are you about to go fuck with Blue Devil?
Yeah,
They
me
will
too.
be too.
Let's go. Oh, bro! I think that would be lit.
I would
fool.
just pop. I mean,
I'll go with you, fool. Like,
you know,
I'll go with
you.
He cool. No. I'm gonna tell you this. Blue Devil cool as fuck. He's solid. He's solid.
He a real
I don't
one.
want to give it all the way up. That's why I fuck with him.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but listen, these three are always welcome. Lush already know he welcome. That's the homie right there. Me and Poetic Flacco have already spoke many times. He welcome, you know, and I've never spoke to Brick. I think maybe once. I'm not sure. But the homie welcome too. You know, it's all love. It's all love. Let's go.
So with that being said, honestly, so he made that. He said like Lush might not be Rasa enough, might not be, but guess what? I am is someone that has had Lefty's best interest in mind and been done nothing but support and push that motherfucker since he had less than 10,000 followers. You feel me? Okay. Had him on my platform. That's the interview that Adam watched that wound up having him come over here. All that. I'm not saying I'm the first. I'm not saying it's only.
But I think that the reason Adam mentioned LA Icon and me were for the and not Lush was for the simple fact that, you know, the SS, you know, that's all I can think about is maybe Adam said, all right, look, Lefty gonna feel more comfortable with a fellow Southsider than a regular dude like Lush, right? So if we bring LA Icon, you know, that's with all the bullshit, or we bring Blue Devil, which is, you know, always getting attacked by all the bullshit, then it might just be good for the podcast. And that's just his way of thinking, and there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes homies feel more comfortable around other homies rather than being around other content creators, you know. But I don't think Lefty wants to go up there. I think Lefty got bigger things on his mind right now than to go up and do a podcast. Let's go.
Like, but he
had like 40,000 followers when he made it here.
Literally. Like I've been A1 day one.
Helped your push. You was gonna go crazy anyway, just due to the world that we in. And
exactly. Like he was gonna blow up regardless.
You're an outspoken person in the world.
Let me see Lefty Gunplay followers. Okay, he at 204 right now.
Exactly, and like that's why I call that fool Neff. You feel me? Like he's really. So I would love to be there as a voice of moderation and peace. homies, because obviously I have Adam's best interest in mind, and I have Lefty's best interest in mind. I'm not gonna let either body, like nobody get hold out.
I'm from the streets.
Huh?
I said I do too, because I'm from the streets.
Yeah, exactly.
He from the streets.
Yeah.
He a little burnt out at times, but he a real nigga to me.
I think having Lefty on the
Lefty,
fucking No Jumper show would be amazing.
Yeah, right. Now, here, listen, man. No facts.
There you go. That makes sense. I think Brick Baby put it in a better way than I did. From the streets, I think Lefty would feel more comfortable with homies from the streets that would understand where he's coming from, rather than somebody like Poetic Flacco or Lush that are more like level-headed content creators, right? So now if Lefty's gonna go up there and tell Adam, hey, I don't want these fools to come down here, Adam's gonna be like, why, fool? This is just content. What's the problem? And Lush is gonna be like, yeah, it's just content. We making money. Even though Lush understands the streets, I don't know if he's fully engulfed in the streets to know what's going on right now. But somebody like LA Icon would be able to explain it a little bit better to Adam. Look, my boy, this is the reason. You know, A, B, C, D, E, whatever. These are the facts. You know, including myself, including Brick Baby, right? Because we all once played outside. Let's go.
No, and like, yeah, like I just hated the fact that people tried to call him racist for the comment regarding, you know, like, right? Because, bro, like, bro.
I'd love your take on this. Yeah, listen.
No,
yeah.
Look, if I have the exact same, like, belief in terms of I won't marry no white girl, I'm not bringing no white girl home, and my parents won't accept me bringing a white girl home.
I just said that, yeah. I said that the other day.
Yeah, right. From what would I call now? Hey, now listen. All that was cool. Now, you know, there's only one aspect where, you know, where I was like, damn, Lefty, nah, you can't do this. When he was like, I don't say the N-word in my songs, but do it slip out one or two times when I was with the homies, maybe, but, you know, but like, it's not right.
But that's what they do.
Yeah, but
I'm like, you know, hey, man, for me.
We don't get offended by Mexicans saying that shit like we do with white people.
Yeah.
It does slip out, bro. I got a couple older heads that are around me sometimes, and they'll say it like every so often. I'll be like, huh? You know, but it's just like quick, and it's just like right there. And it's just fucking around. And that's it. You know, not purposely. They don't do it to look cool. They don't do it to laugh at the black homies. I don't know why, but they just slips out, done deal, you know, or they said it on purpose, whatever, but then on to the next.
Yeah, like
you do it because you're not like us. That's where you being a resident comes in. Like you're from somewhere else.
Yeah, that's not normalized where you're from.
Here.
Yeah, and the type
Was that where you even using like?
No, I'm talking about.
No, he been in North Dakota. Yeah.
He doesn't know LA culture with black and brown. Like them is niggas too. Like they say, nigga, we don't be tripping. Like you know.
Yeah, that's a very normal word
that's
for
like
fools to
normal
use. So if your homies say that, like, yeah,
it's like certain essays don't use it out of respect because they really don't fuck with blacks, period.
And
so
you have to be like 40 years old or older.
Calling each other that is like you being black to them, and it's like, nigga, don't do that.
You gotta be like,
you gotta do this rasa or nothing, nigga. It was at a point where they couldn't even have hair in jail, period. You come to jail, you gotta have your hair bald, nigga, to let niggas know that you a real essay, nigga.
Like
now they can have hair and shit, like it's a little bit more lax.
Literally, like I've even heard fools in like 2024 or like in the past couple of years type shit that are from like hoods that are like, you know, NK racist against all blacks, right? You feel me? That use the N-word. They'll still use the N-word non-racistly. Like
that's not racist when they say
Yeah, see, Flacco don't even know that there's hoods that don't get along with blacks, Mexican hoods that don't get along with blacks at all. You know, I get this whole thing that they're trying to push on Flacco, like you're not from here, so you can't speak on it. You know, you from North Dakota. But I think the homie has adapted well. I think that he's starting to understand how things move. I think he's starting to respect the boundaries that people have put up. And I think he's moving right, bro. Who knows? You know, you still got hotheads out there that might see Flacco and be like, that's the guy that says some slick shit. He might get it, you know, or they might just see him and be like, you know what, bro, it's all good. It's all content, you know. But you never know. It's a 50-50 chance. Let's go.
Said to each other. They be like, my nigga, woo, like.
Now, okay.
I know that's crazy as fuck, but
No, very crazy. But okay, so now I think what Adam said kind of got a couple of reactions channel like to check it out. So Adam was like, it feels
there's some
like
Rasta reactions for sure.
yeah, right. Here, no, right. But though, I think Adam says it feels like the blacks of LA have a certain level of caution.
That's why I had to get on him. I'm like,
and fear when it comes to like that community.
I told him, I'm like, nigga, fear none. Like, nigga, we just don't. We believe in the same shit. The voices of LA, we've all probably been to prison and all that shit, and we know, like, hey, our families really don't like when other races come through the door, so why would they families have races come? That's not something to speak up on. That wasn't very racial.
No,
like, but it coming from a white man, it might have been a more.
All right, they started talking about Lefty. Like yesterday, we were on the Rich Trapper podcast, and he asked me that question. I go, look, fool, I can't speak up for Lefty, so I can't tell you what he thinks, but maybe he don't want his child to be with a black man. Maybe he wants to keep his bloodline pure. And that's his choice, bro. But will he accept a black man if his daughter brings him home? I'm pretty sure he would, right? But does he want that? Probably not. Listen, I don't see nothing wrong with it. You know, we all know that Milk 74 tried to push the narrative. He was out there bothering everybody, hitting everybody up, and it didn't work, all right? That white boy cannot make nothing shake, all right? I don't know how this went from the podcast 10,000 to Lefty and having a black I don't know what you would call it, grandson. I don't know how that happened, but listen, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys want to know what I'm gonna say about Lefty and the Red Ragger, then make sure you go to my live between 7:30 and 8 p.m. on TheHaterWorld Uncensored. And with that being said, I'm Blue Devil. This has been a TheHaterWorld production.